Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, home to the University of Colorado campus. We're looking over the Boulder Valley, one of the more beautiful spots on the planet. My name is John Major Jenkins. I'll be your guide on a tour into the secret history of Boulder, Colorado. It's a mystery that is found in the lay of the landscape. It's a mystery about the spirit of place. And it's a mystery that is centered upon an enigmatic five-pointed star worked into the flagstone sidewalk right in front of the Boulder County Courthouse. So join me on a tour exploring the artifacts of the esoteric side of Boulder, Colorado. Hello, here we are in the studio. We are first going to take a close look at the story of Vincenzo Madonna and the story of Boulder history and how it leads up to the point in the early 1930s when we lost the old courthouse. It burned to the ground in 1932. Boulder was settled in the late 1850s, and what we're going to find as we look at Boulder history is that the five-pointed star is repeated like a theme or a motif throughout Boulder history, leading up to the point in the mid-1930s when Vincenzo Madonna carved his five-pointed star into the sidewalk in front of the courthouse. So we'll take a look through some slides and we'll sort of introduce the story, and then we're going to go out to the courthouse grounds and take a tour of the various sections of the design. The Boulder Valley was populated by the Arapaho Indians at the time that the settlers arrived in 1859. They came to Pioneer Park, which is a little Red Rocks area just on West Pearl Street. And when they arrived, Chief Niwot, who would arrive in the wintertime with his extended family, noticed that there were some new visitors. And being a friendly guy, he went over and asked them what they were doing, and there was several families that had arrived and were in the process of building little cabins for the winter. Their intention was to go into the high country the next spring and mine pan for gold. They told Chief Left Hand that that was precisely what they would be doing, that they would be leaving the next spring and going up into the high country. So Chief Left Hand said, okay, well that sounds good. Unfortunately for the Indians, the settlers stayed, and that is when the history of Boulder begins. Now there's a story that Chief Left Hand, who's depicted here, after he realized that the white people were going to stay, he laid a curse on the population of Boulder, saying that all people who come to Boulder will be cursed to never return. The Boulder Valley is really a beautiful place. The Flatirons are well known. In this postcard from the early 1900s, you can see in the lower right the pinnacles of the original courthouse. There were a lot of stone structures built in the 1870s, 1880s. This is the Methodist Church, still is in Boulder. And local stone was used in a lot of these structures. Here's the first courthouse. It was opened in July of 1882.